Good evening, everybody, and welcome to your Friday evening service.
Good evening, everyone. Hope you're all well.
Evening,
And
everybody.
Look who's
I'm
back.
back.
Look who's
I'm
back.
back.
Yay!
The gobby one's back.
Oh,
Yay.
behave yourself, Gobby.
Yes, welcome. Irene's read a poem before we came on.
Hi, Dad
screen.
Alan.
Hi, Daddy Alan.
And it was in response to some of the things that were shared yesterday in the chat we did, and we feel it might be a bit of a trigger, so it is going to go up on Facebook if you think you want it to. It's sort of a response to it's in response to people who've been kept down and been made to feel less than by people who should have been building them up rather than putting them down.
Knocking them back.
So it'll go up, but we just think it might be a bit of a trigger for people on screen. So there we are. So Irene has got another one.
Thank you, everybody, for wishing me back. Thank you.
It was Michael. I just thought somebody put something about the talk about type 2 diabetes.
Yeah,
yeah, it was really good. It was a really good talk. I enjoyed it.
Well, really I would have if I was able.
It's on my page, so you can watch it back.
I'll watch
really
it
interesting. Back. Really interesting. I didn't know that type 2 diabetes can go into remission. Learned something yesterday.
If you lose weight, Tony, and eat an healthy diet, yes, it can.
Yeah.
Lose weight, eat an healthy diet, look after yourself, and it can go into remission.
It can. You've still got diabetes, but you don't need to.
It goes into remission, a bit like cancer can.
Yeah. I was stunned. Anyway, there we are. That was yesterday, and now we're in today. So if we could open in prayer, please, everyone, and the Lord's Prayer. So can we blend our energies together, please? Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, we thank you for the privilege of gathering together in your name tonight. As always, we promise that everything we do tonight will be done with love, truth, and honesty in our hearts. Father, I ask that the veil be lifted between the two realms to allow the guides and inspirers for Jean, Irene, and myself to step forward so we may become your vessels of communication. Father, I promise that at the end of this evening, you'll have handed back to you everything which is rightfully yours with love, honour, and glory. Amen.
Amen.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, everybody.
Lovely prayer, Tony, as usual.
Thank you.
Right. This one is... I wrote this for my lovely mum, bless her, who's been in spirit since 2000, and she loved to go shopping. So not my sort of shopping when we go into where all the angels and cards are, but she liked to go shopping. So I've just called it The Shop. I dreamt that I was by the sea, my mother at the side of me, in a beautiful shop with crystals bright, with facets and prisms that caught the light, that made rainbow colours on the walls, from the floors to the ceiling tall. On the shelves on high were Buddhas galore, and in the upstairs rooms more and more. Sacred icons large and small, and different shapes of ruby, jade, lapis lazuli, and agates. There were scented candles and incense sticks, all for people to look at, smell, and pick. Beautiful fragrances can be smelt, especially when the candles are lit and melt. Tarot cards, birth signs, and jewellery too, all spread out for the customers to view. Lots and lots of books, large and small, on fairies, angels, chakras, and more, and even some on spirit lore. How to communicate with archangels above, All questions answered with unconditional love. We buy some goods which we can share, then go outside into the air. We walk together, Mum and I, towards the sea. My mother gets into the boat and sails away from me. I thank the spirits and angels for this time spent, for I know that this precious time was only lent from the wonderful guides and angels in the spirit land, for the time is guided by God's hand. Perhaps sometime in dreams I could go there to spend some time in the spirit world. It only seems fair. As the boat fades away out of sight, my mother is hidden by the heavenly light. And as the flowered arch closes down, I thank all that has made this come around.
Oh, lovely. That's really nice.
Thank you.
Another really nice one there. Yes.
I wrote that in 2009, and that's dedicated to my lovely mum, my daughter's grandma.
Oh,
Lovely.
bless.
So,
Yes, we need to know where that shop is because Tracy Jane Husk says it sounds fun.
well, it's made up, but when Jean, Tony and I win the lottery, we will try and get one.
Yes, yes.
And a church, of course, and the church.
And a church.
We're buying that big
and a
house you keep wanting.
sanctuary.
Yes. A church, sanctuary, shop and everything.
Yeah. I was really puzzled the other day because across me, where I was sat, there was a rainbow across my chest, like a seatbelt in a car. And I thought,
lovely.
Where's that coming from? And I couldn't think, and I spent ages looking around. And on the chimney breast wall, we have a mirror, and it's got angled edges.
Oh, yeah.
And it was that. I thought for a minute, I must be getting cold. I'm going to cross the Rainbow Bridge. But I didn't.
They'll not be taking you, love. They won't take me. So they're not having you.
No, you're not going yet, Tony.
I don't know what next they're going to throw at me, Irene. I haven't got a clue. It'll be a bucket next.
Well,
we're only neat. That's what they'll throw at me next.
Lisa
else often.
Darling, Lisa. if I could wave a magic wand in your way and make you better, I would.
I know they can't throw much more at me, bless them up there. Triffinell, I can't keep taking everything. I've seen that, Tony, about a sticker and a lollipop having a jam.
I know. Michael got a sticker. I didn't. I was going to have a paddy.
Thomas got 2 stickers. He went for his school pre-jabs.
Oh.
And he got 2 stickers because he was a big boy. Didn't
not
cry.
Fair.
Oh. Well, if it's any consolation, Lisa, I didn't get a lollipop when I went to have mine either. I'm waiting for my second one now.
Did you get a
sticker? I got a sticker. Yeah, I got a sticker.
I didn't get a sticker, Tony. You don't like us, love.
No.
You're not going to the right place. We went down to Mexborough, Darley-Dale.
I went there for my COVID test years ago, last year.
Darley-Dale, not Darley-Dale. That's in Derbyshire.
I was going to say that's a long way to go. It's a long way from Mexborough.
I meant to say Denbydale.
I thought that's where you meant.
Pam said she didn't even get a seat when she went.
Oh dear. Oh my goodness.
I had to sit down for 10 minutes afterwards because I'm on anticoagulant and she wanted to make sure my arm didn't bleed.
But I just said I'll sit in car and we come home.
I sat for about 5 minutes and I thought I'm going.
Well, we had to wait 10 minutes and they timed us. They actually timed us.
Oh,
and they wouldn't let us out until they knocked us off the phone.
Like Tony, we didn't get us stickers, love, because we're big, brave and strong. So we don't need stickers.
How do you know I was big, brave and strong? I might have cried like a baby.
Well, we're big and strong, so you didn't get a sticker. You didn't need one.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for my second one now.
I am.
I can't wait.
Waiting for.
Oh, anyway, let's get on with the...
Yeah, otherwise Michael will be saying, now get on with it.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's going to turn into another chat with, and we've already had 2 of them. So,
yeah, but whatever they want, eh?
Yeah.
I don't need a GPS, Stace, thank you. I know my way around. Cheeky. Cheek. Dearie me.
Oh, dear.
I'm glad that people are actually going for these jabs, you know. I think it's brilliant.
I'm thrilled. I'm absolutely thrilled because even if you don't feel like you need it yourself, it's just to protect other people as well, isn't it? Because
it is,
yeah. Anyway, there we go. Right. I haven't got any silly gentlemen or anything with me today, so I'm being quite sensible.
That's good for you.
Only for a bit.
As sensible as I am anyway, but there we go. Sorry, I've just got another one. Is it just me, or today can it not make its mind up whether it wants to be warm or cold?
I agree, it can't. It was lovely this morning when I took the dog out. Then I got back.
Just wait for next week. Just wait for next week. We are going to have 2 little days heat wave. 118. Yes. One's going to be 18 and one's going to be 19. It said on telly. I said typical. Then when caravans open, we'll have rain.
Yeah,
that sounds about right.
We can go for the day from Monday, but I'm having blood tests on Monday, so I can't go. I've got to.
Well,
can we just answer? Everybody's to the arm with this injection. We know we've just gone on about jabs, and everybody's saying about the stickers, but it's an individual thing.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's a completely individual choice.
It's up to your choice. It's up to you whether you want it or not.
Hi, Megan. And Jeanette. I've just seen Jeanette. Oh, over in Bolton, Jeanette's had hail, sleet, snow, wind, rain, and sun.
Yeah, they've forecast snow for tomorrow up on tops. So I was going to say something. Be careful if any of you are planning to go out this weekend, because it has been on the television, on the news, that people are thinking that all this last week and last weekend was this weekend when we can open up a little bit, but they are still turning people away from Yorkshire and Derbyshire because they've got rows and rows of cars parked on the side of the road because the car parks are closed and locked. No cafes open, no tea shops open, no pubs open.
Well, my neighbour went to Matlock a couple of weeks ago.
I know you said.
And she got turned away.
Yeah. See, we could go because Ed's uncle lives up at Wirksworth, which is top of Matlock, so we can get round that back and he's poorly, so he's family, so we might be able to go through on that. But we're not intending going anywhere.
No,
not yet.
No, not this weekend.
But, Pam says we're getting snow.
Snow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Not good. Not good.
It will be busy, Tracy, because of Easter coming up, love. I agree. If we're going to have a couple of nice days. And
but again,
they'll be out for Easter
the
Sunday.
Police have said that a lot of the seaside resorts, they're closing. They're not opening them.
No.
Because, for various reasons. So, but we will see.
I've not heard from him,
Paul.
But I think I saw Sophie on the feed.
Sophie's on, because she has to find
He was on the feed yesterday.
Yes, he was.
Diabetes, I think, and he was on our feed yesterday. So yeah.
Yeah, he was.
He has been. He has been on. Has anybody got a link?
Go on, Irene.
Well, I've had a lady with me this afternoon. I don't know if it was because of what I was writing, but what I've had since I started writing that poem, I've had a lady, and this lady is dressed in a nurse's uniform, but it's an old-fashioned nurse's uniform. It's the ones where they've got the hat on with the big wings on the back, and they've got the belts on, and she's a nursing sister. Well, she's dressed in the navy blue, like as they did with a nursing sister, and she had the cape. So we're going back to the 50s, 60s with these, because that's when the nurses had the cape. And she's just come, and I don't honestly know why she's come, but she's been with me all day, and she wants to speak to somebody down here who is thinking of going into the nursing profession as a career. But they're coming to it a little bit later. They're not coming to it straight from school, or they're wanting to go into it. This lady stands about 5'6", 5'8", and she's got a lovely face, and she's got the most gentle eyes that you have ever seen, and she's just giving me this beautiful smile. And I don't know if it's her name, but she's giving me the name of Denise. I think it's Denise. And also she's giving me the name of Charles or Charlie. So I don't know if those two resonate with anybody. Come on, sweetheart, you've waited all day. Come on. And she's talking about, I don't know if it's her, but she's talking about somebody who passed with a type of cancer, but she's not telling me what type of cancer, and she's not telling me if she wants to talk to a lady or a gentleman. She just wants to come and just say hello and see how things are going with her family, because there are concerns about somebody in the family, and there's also a rift in the family as well. Right, Lisa, your dream job is to be a nurse. You hold yourself back. Can you take a lady in your family that used to be a nurse, sweetheart, before she passed to spirit? I'll wait until. What else have I got? This lady's got. Who is it? This lady's got a dog with her, so I know there's a dog in spirit world, and she's also got a child as well. So I know that there was a little one that went to spirit.
It's not for
sleeping.
Lisa, sweetheart. She can't take.
Right. If nobody can take this lady, I'm going to stand to one side, ask her to stand to one side, and if anybody can think, please let me know, and I'll see if she'll come back to me, and I'll see if Jean and Tony have got anything.
Can I just say, like Tony would, if you'd like to come on screen, we forgot Tony. Slap your hands.
I did, and I've pinned the thing in the comment as well.
If you'd like to come on screen and have a natter, it's up to you. If you're getting a message and you'd like to come on screen so people can see you, by all means, come along. Tony's pinned it on the bottom.
But you've got to be able to take the message.
Yeah.
And we'll invite you on. And we'll invite
Tony's
you on
more used to it than me, but you click on that and you can come on and talk to us on screen if you'd like. Is that okay, Tony?
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Tracy says there's no pin.
Yeah, there is. There's a pin in
there. There is.
There is, because I've got it on my phone. Meg, your mum was a nurse. Would you understand where there's somebody down on Earth plane, sweetheart, that wants to train to be a nurse, had dogs, and baby wouldn't have been hers, but a family member? Correct. The baby is not hers, sweetheart. It's just that she has the baby with her. So this lady Meg is trained, and she's got a nurse. She's got a nurse's belt on. So I know that we're going back to the 50s, 60s, and she's got a nursing cape on, because in those days they used to wear capes. She's a nursing sister. She stands about 5'6", 5'8", and she's got the most beautiful, gentle eyes that you've ever seen. And she's given me the names of Charles or Charlie and Denise. And she worked as a nursing sister, and she's telling me that somebody down here wants to work as a nurse or in the medical profession. Right. Okay. Thank you, Meg. Can I work with you, please, then, sweetheart? Because this lady's coming, and she's coming, and she's letting me know. She's letting me know that she's aware that there is quite a few. There's a couple of people around you with medical problems at the moment, sweetheart. If you can understand that. Right. Okay. Your mum was a bit taller. Well, the height is not an exact science, sweetheart. I can only go because she's not stood in front of me like I normally like. I'm like Jean. I like to see them. She stood slightly to one side of me and at quite a distance away. So it could be that she's a little bit taller than that. And you have Denise, but not sure about Charlie. Okay. Just remember, that I've given that name to you, sweetheart, and you know about the medical problems. She just wants to come, sweetheart. She comes with so much love, and she's giving healing, sweetheart. So I know that's how I know that there's medical problems around somebody in the family. And you can also understand, Meg, somebody who passed with a cancer type condition, because she's referencing this as well. Now then, she just wants you to know that she's very proud of what you're doing, sweetheart, and good luck with all your studies, because she's been watching you from spirit, and she knows that you've been studying hard to get where you want to be. Right, okay, sweetheart, it's not a problem, darling. Come on then, darling. She's aware of the other members of the family. She passed from cancer. Thank you, sweetheart. And she's making me aware that there's other members of the family that are also wanting to go into this profession as well. And she's saying good luck to them. And you would understand, or you would know where some of her things are, sweetheart, because she's saying that she left some things because she's playing with my wedding ring. So I know that there's jewelry being left. You graduate in May. Well, good luck to you, sweetheart. Good luck to you. Absolutely good luck. And she's also saying that there's been a little bit of an argument in the family, Meg, if you can understand that, please. She's not telling me what it's about. It's not for me to know, but she's aware that there's been some sort of upset going on, and she's saying, don't worry about it. It will soon get sorted, and you have her rings. That's wonderful. Okay. Is there anything else, darling? She's giving you a beautiful smile, Meg, a really wonderful smile, and she's giving you a big thumbs up as well, and saying how proud she is of you, sweethearts. Oh, there has been an argument in the family. Right. Okay. Come on then, sweetheart. Right. Okay. She's saying try not to, if you can help it, try not to get involved with it, sweetheart. Okay. Try not to get involved with it, because she's saying that you don't really want to go in with it, and I know she knows you're trying to stay away from it, darling. I haven't got much more from this beautiful lady, except that she comes to you with so much love, and I've got to give you some beautiful roses from this lady. So I know that roses must mean something to you, sweetheart, as well. And she's saying that she enjoyed her funeral. She was watching, and she enjoyed her funeral, and you did her proud. And I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to see if our lovely Jean or our very handsome Tony has got anything for you with this lady. And I'm going to say good night and God
Flattery will
bless,
get you
darling.
nowhere, Irene.
Flattery will get you nowhere. Nowhere at all.
Well, I can try.
I'll be honest, Meg, I haven't got a lady, sweetheart, but I can connect with the gentleman with the lady, because it's the gentleman what's coming through, sweetheart. And I know this gentleman wouldn't have gone at a right old age neither. He's telling me he went at a nice age, so he was quite content at the age he went at, bless him. He's not telling me it was, let me say, he says, I'm not an angel. He says, and I don't pretend to be. So you can understand that, sweetheart. I don't know if his grandfather, father, but he could even be somebody younger, darling. But he says, I were no saint. He says, I were no saint. He says, and nobody could say I were. So I hope you can understand that, darling. Yes, Dad, thank you. But he comes in with a love, sweetheart. I've got to say that. But he said, bless him, he says he found it hard to actually show love. So I don't know if you can remember this. He says, I found it hard how to show people love. He says, but I didn't mean that I didn't love them. He just didn't know how to say it or to show it, bless him. And he's coming in with that. But I don't know why they're taking me to a chair, sweetheart. So I don't know if you've got something. I've got all chairs, me, tonight. I don't know if you've got a chair, darling, in the room or the kitchen, what's not quite right, what you think it needs tightening up, or there's something to do with it. I keep asking him, but he's taking me from the kitchen to the living room. So I don't know if you've got one in kitchen and one in living room. I don't know, but he's swapping me, sweetheart. Or you're doing something to a chair. Wait a minute. You just tell me. I'm sorry, I'm not telling you, I'm telling him. There's something happening to a chair in the living room, or you wanting to change a chair in the living room, do something to him. But there's also something to do with a chair in your room, darling. Thank you. That's all right, as long as you can know it. You were just confusing me a bit. And I do believe, I don't seem to get Alzheimer's or anything, but I do believe this gentleman got a little bit confused as well, sweetheart, because that's how he's making me feel. It's as if my head's just going a bit all over. Oh, right. I knew it was something to do with a chair, but it's making me a bit confused, Meg, so I hope you can understand that as well, darling. But as he's talking about the confusion, he's making reference to somebody down here what's a bit confused as well. And I don't mean that in an health sense. I mean that it's confused with what they're going to do or what can't they do and things like this. All right, because that's how he's making which way to turn. I know you've said about the nursing, sweetheart, but he's taking me to a crossroads. And he's just saying, make sure you pick the right one. That's your choice, but make sure you pick the right one, darling. I don't know if somebody's talking about moving or wanting to move closer to someone else, because he's also mentioning the move, but to somewhere nearer. That's what he's telling me. So I hope you can understand that, darling. I've got to give you the month of July, and I've also got to give you the 7th. Well, July is 7th, but he's giving me the 7th of a month. Okay, he's telling me about that as well. He's singing happy birthday, so I do know there's a birthday. This gentleman would have talked very quick because I'm talking very quick. So I know this gentleman would. It's like a song. Thank you. I'm asking him to slow down. It's like singing to me. That's right, sweetheart. He just knows about it. It's all right, I'm telling him to slow down a bit. It's really coming on. So he's just making reference to this as well, sweetheart. And there's a birthday and he's singing happy birthday. Okay, right, thank you. He's making... Right, that's lovely, sweetheart, because he's just telling me. I don't know who's got... It's just, this gentleman liked ties, but he wouldn't wear them, but somebody used to have to... Still bought him. And he's saying this still is... I don't know if you'll know where there's a tie left, darling. Because he's talking about he had a few ties. He says, I never wore them unless it were a funeral or christening or a wedding. But somebody used to always buy him ties. And he's on about these ties, love. So I hope you can understand about this. If not, can you ask? And a little tie pin. He's just shown me a tie pin. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
And he's shown me a tie pin. So you'll be able to understand as well, darling. Okay. He is getting that love out. He says, I know I didn't know how to show it on the earth plane, darling, but he says, I can now. Thank you. He says, this nearly strangled him. Did you try strangling him, Megan? Because he's saying they strangled him. I don't know if somebody used to push it up, make sure it were tight, neat for him. But he's coming in with this love for you, Megan. He says, now he's learned how you can show love. Okay. All right, sweetheart. And he's making reference. What are you showing me now? Megan, I don't know if he was in an army uniform or if he was in the army or what, but he's showing me a photo, but I don't think it's him, but somebody in a army uniform. There's a photo, darling, with somebody in an army uniform, but I don't know if it's him because I can't see his face. I just can see the uniform, darling. But he's bringing that in as well to me. Okay. All right, then I'm going to pass on to our Tony. What do you want to say now? And I've got something. He either tapped his fingers, did something with his fingers. He was in army, thank you. I'm tapping my fingers, sweetheart. Somebody plays with the fingers. It's usually our Tony moves his fingers about. But I hope you can understand that as well, sweetheart, where somebody plays with the fingers because he's making me want to do things. That's lovely, sweetheart. He's just making reference to it. And the finger tapping, finger playing. All right. I want to leave you. I'm going to leave you with that because he's coming in with all different things, but Tony might pick some things up. Okay, sweetheart. Take care of yourself. Congratulations for the month of May, sweetheart. and from this lady and gentleman. Thank you. It's all right, because when we can do this. All right, darling. Tony, Irene's been.
I haven't actually got a lot, Meg, I'm sorry, but somebody's playing with the hair on the back of my head. It's like somebody's doing this in the back of my head all the time. So would you understand where somebody plays with the hair, or somebody has been having their hair
pulled?
Plaited.
Somebody, no,
go on. No, go on, Tony.
I'm getting confused. He's putting his confusion on me, and I don't like it. Stop it, please. Thank you. Somebody is either feeling the back of the hair being touched, or somebody plays with the hair, because I can feel fingers in my hair. So if your mum always did that with her hair, that's fine, thank you, because it's been driving me insane. All the time Jean was talking, it was like, I haven't got long hair, what's happening? but thank you for that, Meg. But would you understand as well where somebody would have lost their hair, because all of a sudden I feel like I'm doing this and my hair's coming out? But I feel like this is related to a medical condition. So it's either an alopecia or it was chemotherapy or something like that. But I feel like as I'm doing this, there's hair wrapped around my fingers, and I really don't like it. It's one of those things that make me want to heave. But I've got reference to this as well. I've also got to talk about somebody who's clever with drawing and art, because I can see pictures and it's like I've drawn these pictures that are going up. Your hair started falling out of medication. Thank you, Meg. I'm so sorry about that. It's awful. My niece has got alopecia and it's not nice. And my mum's hair, when she was on her cancer tablets, started to fall out. It was awful.
And I've lost my hair before now, so I can sympathise with you.
But yes, somebody is really clever with art or artwork, because I want to, and it must be framed. Some of it must be framed as well, because I can see it in a frame. Right. Okay. I know what you mean, Jean, though. I feel like I need to talk at like 20 miles an hour.
To slow him up. It was as if he made a song.
And also, you're an artist and your son loves art. Oh, thank you. That's fine. Also, I can see I've got a glass pendant that I got off a lovely medium that over here in the UK, but I can see a glass pendant or something on a glass pendant, and this must be significant as well, sweetheart, because they're just showing it to me. I don't know if Jean talked to you about July, but I can see the month of July being significant. And also the 24th of a month, or around the 24th of a month, must be significant as well for you, sweetheart. As they are pulling their energy away from me, darling, I want to give you, I can just smell jasmine.
Oh, lovely.
Jasmine.
I can smell jasmine.
Got some in my garden.
I'd love one. But yeah, I've got to give you the scent of jasmine, and I've also got to give you, sweetheart, lavender. And lavender is my go-to plant for upliftment. So they just wanted to give you a load of upliftment from the world of spirit. And she said she was going, but she's not leaving me, this lady. Okay. Oh, I know Jean talked to you about rings, but especially I'm playing with my wedding ring and my engagement ring, sweetheart. So somebody's engagement ring or wedding ring is here, and I feel like I need to give it to you. So you either should have this ring or you've got this ring, darling. And I will leave their love with you and say God bless and thank. Oh, night blooming jasmine. I bet that's stunning on an evening when you sat out. When we can get to sit out. You've got some new lavender plants in the kitchen. Perfect. Thank you, Meg.
I got a new lavender plant yesterday. Can I just say hello to a lady called Irene Takura? I live in Tokyo, Japan, and this is my first time. So you're very welcome. Yeah, you're very welcome. Yeah.
Are there any other new people? It was Mum's, then Mum gave it to me. Perfect.
Lovely, passed down 3 generations.
Yeah. Is there anybody else new on tonight?
I think there are a couple, Tony.
Oh, well, perfect. Thank you.
Well, I just thought, oh, Japan, that's unusual. We
That's
normally
a
get
new
Australia, Canada, America, but we don't normally get Japan, so that's wonderful.
No.
Yeah.
Well, just for the new ones, the way we work is we wait for Spirit to connect with us, and then we give off the evidence that we get. So if you send your thoughts out to your loved ones, and Katie's new from Scotland.
Ooh, Scotland.
If you send your thoughts out to your loved ones, and if they come through and you recognise the evidence, just drop a comment into the comments, please.
Can I just say, Katie, Scotland's playing France tonight in the rugby, so good luck to them. Sorry.
Okay. That just went over my head.
Yeah.
I just like the legs in the rugby, man. I'm not bothered about rugby.
It's the last match of the Six Nations tonight.
Okay.
Well, can I just say to the new ones, you are on a friendly group. Everybody on here is so friendly and they are supportive. And if you need to have a natter, they'll all have a natter on here with you.
They will. They will.
Because they do. You make new friends on this. You make new friends on our live feeds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, have you got anybody, Tony, or me?
I have, actually.
Go on then. You go first then.
Right. I have a gentleman that's connecting with me from the world of spirit. As this gentleman's connecting with me, I want to say I've got a real heaviness in my chest. And I feel this is more connected to breathing than to heart. So this gentleman would have had issues around his lungs. I'm not saying that that's what took him to spirit straight away, but I know he would have had issues around the lungs. So emphysema, asthma, COPD, that type of thing. I do feel like I got to, in fact, he's telling me he got to a decent age. He's not telling me how old that is, but he's saying he got to a decent age. And he's also telling me he lived a full... That's all right. He lived a full life as well, so I know that he did a lot in his life. My hands feel really rough, and I feel like I'm fit in my younger years, so I know he would have had a manual job that would have kept him in shape, and I just feel like I'm the type of chap who loved to have my family around me. And then once I had grandchildren and even great-grandchildren, it was lovely to have them around. And then it's like, I'm pleased they've gone home.
Yeah.
So I know he would have loved to have kids around him, but he was so glad when they went home and he could get his hearing back, because he's making my ears ring in my head with my headphones. And it's like, oh, thank goodness they've gone. I also, I don't usually get names, but he's just given me the name of Ian. But I don't know if this is his name or if it's a name that he would connect with. But I've got the name of Ian being shouted at me. Right. Okay, well, listen, and if you get anything else, then just put a comment in.
Or if you'd like them on screen, if you get it all.
The link's there somewhere. Right. He's talking about six. So there must be 6 connected with a family. I don't know if this is mum and dad and 4 children, or 6 children, or what combination this is, but he's given me the 6. But he's also going 4 and 2. So I don't know if it was 4 boys and 2 girls, or 2 girls and 2 boys, or the other way around. Anyway, you were just with your friend Ian. Perfect. Thank you. Well, listening, sweetheart. Right. I feel like the gentleman I've got connected with me is a really knowledgeable gentleman, and I feel he's knowledgeable about a lot of things. So he must have been a really well-read gentleman on a lot of subjects. So it's not just like he was interested in the war and he knew a lot about war and tanks and things like that. He knew a lot about a lot of things. I particularly feel like I want to be out in nature with this chap. So I don't know if he lived near the coast or near the countryside, but I feel like I would have liked to spend a lot of time outdoors. And what else have you got for me, sir? The way he's presenting the energy to me and the way he's talking to me is a really gentle, quiet spoken chap. But I feel like you could just sit and listen to him for hours talking about things, because he just had that way of talking that was really calming and comforting, and he'd have been really good at talking you through meditations, Jane.
Oh, lovely, got that voice.
That type of voice.
They have got a right nice voice when you go through meditation.
Katie, they don't always give me their own names, sweetheart. They really don't. I can ask, but if they don't want to give it, they don't give it. He's talking to me about somebody down here at the minute who he wants to give healing to. So I don't know if this is you, Katie, or somebody connected around you, but I just feel like there's somebody connected that he needs to give healing to. And I feel like this is something that's been going, they've been going backwards and forwards with for quite a while. So I feel like this could be an ongoing condition. It's not just something that's just recently happened. I feel like I've been ongoing with this for quite a while. I hope
Tracy can take all this except the name of Ian. Tracy Jane Husk.
I can, yeah, I've just seen it.
Okay.
Okie dokie. He's just stepped to one side and a lady stepped forward as well. And the lady, as she stepped forward, I feel like this lady would have had a battle at the end of her life. She would really have had a fight. And she's making me aware that prior to this condition, she would have been quite a nicely built lady. And I'm not talking about them, dear, but she
quite
had
nice
assets.
On the top.
She had
quite
assets
nice on the top.
But during this condition that took me through it, I really feel like I went gaunt and I lost everything. I lost everything. And she said it really depressed her because her 90s and everything just hung.
Oh, just hung off her.
Like they were on a line, and you know, oh God, she's just laughed and she said, if it wasn't for me head on me pillow, you wouldn't know I was in the bed because the sheets used to be flat. And she's just laughing about it. But she said at the time it wasn't funny, but it is what it is, and it is what it is. And bless her, she just said, well, if I'm not allowed to laugh about it, who is?
Yeah,
so
true.
But she's a very matter-of-fact lady as she's coming through, Katie or Jane, Tracy, or who else? Lisa Scott.
Lisa.
If you would understand that, she was just very matter-of-fact about these things. In fact, she's telling me she already had things in place for her funeral and for afterwards. So she had everything planned, and even down to what bits and pieces of hers were to go where. So she was very, very sort of, well, it is what it is, and I've got to deal with it, because she felt like it was her responsibility to sort it out rather than in a brief. Bless her. She is talking about, right, I can see a little table in somebody's room. I don't know which room it is, but it's got a cloth over it, so I can't see what it's made out of, but there's a cloth over it, and there are 2 photographs and a candle, and these candles get lit in memory of the people in the photographs, if you'd understand that. So I feel one of the photos is her and one's a gentleman, I believe, as I can see this table. But also on anniversaries and things, there's a vase goes on, she's telling me, a vase of flowers goes on this table as well. And she's pleased about that because then everybody enjoys them rather than them being stuck up in a crematorium or a graveyard and them just rotting. Your Nana booked everything. Oh, bless you. And Tracy Jane Hook as well. And Katie. Let's see if I can split this. She's talking to me about two males, two younger males in the family where there have been concerns about these two. I'm not saying it's health because it isn't. I feel like it's just about, oh, when are they going to settle down? When are they going to get the job? It's a unit with a run. I could just see this with a cloth over it, Tracy, as I can see it. So there's two male energies, two younger male energies on Earth plane, and it's a bit like they've lacked focus in their lives, and they've lacked drive and motivation, and they've just been sailing about doing this, that, and the other. But she's saying over the last 18 months, it started to settle down, and they've started to. I don't feel it's the Gulf War. The young now, Katie. Sorry, the young now, and they've. Two of the boys have nothing to do with the family. That's fine. I just know that they've lacked focus in their life, and they need to settle down and get going. And she's saying it's a shame because the family would support them. The family would support them. All right. I haven't got much else, sweethearts, but I want to say I've got a locket, and it's got something in it. I don't know if this is hair or ashes or something, but it's not photographs. There's something in this locket on a chain. So if you can understand that, please. And I've got to leave you with carnations, chrysanthemums, and roses, sweethearts. So I will leave that with you and see if ashes in a locket. That sounds about right. That sounds like it. I know it's not photographs. I'll see if Jean and Irene have got anything to add. Just quickly, Barry Steer.
Yes,
you do.
That's what I was just going to say. We do meet up with family.
Definitely do.
And I asked this because my dad would have been married twice. So anybody whose family's been married twice, because I said, well, what does he do? Go back to my mum because that was his first love, or go back to Pat who's still here with us at minute. And I got told he'd make his choice. He'd make his choice, but they still get up. And I thought, well, there's no way my mum and Pat would get on. So that's going to be difficult in spirit. My mum would probably hit Pat, but that's beside the point. But they do meet up, yes, and it's their choice. But they do meet up with the family value.
Lisa and Tracy have ashes in a locket.
Right. Well, I'll just go on with that, Tony, because I haven't got the lady, but I don't just have to get men at the minute. I've got a gentleman connected.
Lucky you.
Okay, and this gentleman, as he's coming in, I've got to say would have been a nice built gentleman as well. Excuse me, a nice built gentleman. I know he lost weight prior to the passing, but when he's showing me as it was beforehand, he was a nice built gentleman, and he's coming in to say things would be sorted. So I don't know exactly what they're waiting to be sorted, but he will help in the best way he knows how, and guide, he's saying, not the will, he's saying, I'll guide in the best way I can. So he's going to guide you that way, and the way to go is making reference to. I do know this chap as he comes in. I do know the photo. They have got the photo of the chap, okay, but he's making reference to not just one on his own, is one with a lady, and I don't know if it's a child or someone younger than him, because he's only making reference to him and a lady, but he's saying there's another one on the photo. so there'd be 3 on the photo. He's also making reference to 2 gentlemen and a female. Thank you. He's making reference to 2 male and a female. So he's making reference to them as well. And he's also, bless you, he's also saying that he is passing healing on to someone who needs healing at the moment. But I don't mean physical healing, because he's not giving me that physical healing. They need it emotionally. That type of healing is fetching on. He's saying because at minute they just don't know where they're coming or going or what they're doing or what. But he's saying, just think about yourself. Think about yourself. Don't be It's not being selfish. He's saying you've got to think about you. You've got to think about you and get, yes to the photos, thank you. You've got to get yourself right first, okay, before you can help others. And this is just how he's fetching it in. Come on then, darling. I've got to give the name Glyn. It's either Glyn or Glenn. Glyn or Glenn is making reference to that as well. Okay. Right, thank you. Keep listening in, sweetheart. But he's making reference to that name as well. Thank you. I think we might have split it, Tony. We've still got these 2, but Kate's not come back in, has she, Katie?
Yeah, Katie, no.
Right,
yes to Glenn.
Okay. Right, thank you, because I know I can hear the name he's mentioning. Okay, I do know. All right, sweetheart. Oh, it's just said, will they stop worrying? Will they stop worrying? So please, whoever this one is, you've got to. Right, so it looks like we were tracing them, because I were hoping them names would have split. But they're saying, stop worrying. Still listen, Lisa, just in case. Stop worrying, because they are trying to help, darling, okay? And you must have been listening to some music recently, more than normal. I don't know if you've had music on more than the telly, but you're saying you've been listening to music more than normal, because he says you've been hearing the music. And it's not all this mod said neither. It's been the nice soothing music. So he's making reference to that as well. Can you take this, sweetheart, because I'm lost now. Right. Cakes.
She means makes, I think.
Oh,
makes sense.
Oh, right. Sorry, Tracy, love. I thought cakes. But there's the love there for you, darling. Yeah, I'm going to say it's not all this today's music. I know we're more soothing, and I like classical and I like opera. I don't know what the singing in opera, but I just like to hear it. But they're there for you, sweetheart. I am going to leave you with that. Yeah, she's pouring, bless her.
Makes not cakes.
I'll leave you with that, sweetheart, and I'll see if Irene's got anything. Thank you for working with me. Please take the bits, Katie, Lisa, and Tracy. Take what you can, darling, of these messages. But it's nice to know that they're going there to right people.
Thanks, Jean. First, because I say thank you for your concern. I just seem to have this cough at the moment that I can't get rid of, but I'm fine. And Mandy, it's good to know that Vicky's out of hospital. We'll put her in our healing books, and our prayers are with you, sweetheart. Hope everything's okay.
Oh, that's good.
Right. Now then, I know I've just mentioned this cough, but I seem to be getting this cough. So Tracy, Lisa, or Katie, can one of you understand where somebody's spirit side would have a cough, but it's not a smoker's cough? It's just one of those annoying things that gets in the back of your throat, and then you have to cough, and then it goes away and comes back again. And that's what it's been with me for a couple of days now, and I can't seem to get rid of it. So once somebody can take it from me. Oh, Tracy, you can take it. Thank you. Right, I can ask them to take it off me now, sweetheart. So you would understand that somebody has had or has got a problem with their throat, because my throat is very tickly most of the time, sweetheart. Yeah, dry, tickly cough. And no matter what you do, you can't seem to shift it. It's annoying. It really is annoying. But who have I got with me? Come on, sweetheart. Right. I think I've got the gentleman that Jean had, but I'm not quite sure. So anyway, I haven't got a great deal more than what Tony and Jean have said, and I just all I've got is that. Would one of you ladies understand where there's a child spirit side? I'm not saying it's one of your children, but it's in the family where a child went to spirit, and oh dear, right. I've also got somebody having a tube put down the throat to help with either breathing or something like that, sweethearts. Okay. And I don't know why they're giving me this unless it's to do with the cough. Right. Okay, my love. Thank you very much. Thank you for that evidence. Right. I've got to give you some healing, Tracy, I've got to give you some of my healing irises, my purple healing irises for you, sweetheart. And for you, Lisa. I'm going to send them to you both. Because they're saying that there's healing needed at the moment. Nothing wrong, just a general healing, that's all. Your mum needs a tube, Tracy, right? Okay, because I think it's the tube that's making me cough, because I feel as though I've got something stuck in my throat as well, and I can't breathe properly or anything like that. So I don't know. I don't think this was a feeding tube, though. I don't know why. Sometimes they put tubes down for all sorts of reasons, don't they? Anyway,
feeding tube usually goes in your stomach pick.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah,
normally go down your throat.
This one went down the throat, so
more
I don't know.
More for breathing. That's more for breathing, clearing the airway.
I think that's what it was, because since I've felt this tube, I don't want to cough now, and I'm not tickly. So anyway, I'm going to leave that with you, ladies. It's been wonderful working with you, and thank you so much. Oh, I've got to leave flowers. What are they? I've got to give bluebells. Somebody likes bluebells.
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 Oh no, it's tiptoe through the tulips, isn't it?
Yes, Tony.
I've got to give you bluebells, Tracy. Oh wow. Right, okay. I've got to give you bluebells, so they must mean something to you, sweetheart, because I'm being shown walking in the woods when the bluebells are around. And I'm going to leave that with you and say good night and God bless. And you take what you can, Tracy, and Lisa, you take what you can. So good night, God bless.
Can I just? I'm going to do a Jean. I'm going to do a Jean here. I am sorry,
because I just wanted to jump in quickly.
Tracy or Lisa, would you understand cystic fibrosis? Because when Irene and Jean were talking about suctioning, clearing a throat or breathing tube down, I got this male voice. I got this male voice saying to me they had to suction the mucus out from me, and I thought, oh God, love him. And then he showed me where they lower the bed with the head down and tap the back, bring the stuff off the chest.
So back.
Would somebody? Yes, Tracy, thank you, because bless him, spirit side, because he's talking to me. So spirit side, this person's definitely passed. And I know it tends to be a shortened life expectancy as well with cystic fibrosis.
It does. It does.
You would understand then, Tracy, why he says he needs people to know he's fine and he's breathing. So he's showing me that he's fine now. Yeah. So just know he's fine, sweetheart. I'm sorry I had to jump back in, Irene, but
no, it's fine.
Can I just get this lady off very quickly?
Quick.
No, I know she's here with me, Tony. I've been waiting.
It's fine. No,
I've got
I'm joking.
a lady with me, bless her. She's not very big in build. I don't know. She would have lost a little bit of weight, bless her. She's sat in a chair, and I don't know if it's one of the older chairs. So I don't know if it's a chair what would have been in a, like an home or an hospice. It's not one of them just plastic. It's one of them material chairs she's sat in. Okay. And lovely. She's got, I don't know if it's a pinky or a cerise coloured jumper or a cardigan, and she's got a skirt on, bless her. She's sat there with her little legs crossed to one side, and she's saying, can you just tell him? Can you just tell him I'm fine? So I believe this lady wouldn't have gone long. She wouldn't have, we wouldn't be looking at years and years and years, because she's wanting to reassure the family.
Tracy's saying
Tracy.
a wingback chair.
Are we still with Tracy? Well, I'll keep it very quick then, because I thought I'd gone to another link.
Right.
But she's just coming in, and she's just saying, I'm fine. Tracy, she must have not been gone long, darling, because I'm not getting a longing spirit. I don't feel as though she's been gone long, but she's wanting to let him know I'm fine. She's saying I'm with him again. All right, that's fine. She's saying I'm with him again. So her husband or a partner is with her as well in spirit. They went first, and this lady went, and she's with another gentleman, which I don't know if is a brother or brother-in-law or something like that, because she's making reference to another male being with her. Oh God, hang on. So I've got her, either a partner or a husband. Then there's another male, and then she's saying I've met up with her as well. So there must be another member of the family, a lady or a friend. So there would be the four in the spirit who she's made up with, who she's met. Okay. She says, I know that, oh, bless her, she just said, I know they were coming for me, you know. And that's how she would have spoke. She says, I knew it was my time and it didn't frighten me. She says, because I were ready. And she went nice and peacefully. She's making reference to, I'm sorry, Tony, I am going to go back. She just come in and I wanted to wait. She said,
Anne says it sounds like an Anne, and Pam says it sounds like a mum, and then we've got Tracy as well. So
that's all right. I'm going to leave it anyway. Once I've got it across, that's fine. She says, I'm fine. She says, I'm with them now. She says, so people down here now, you know, that's what I've wanted. I wanted to go. I've had my wish. She says, I went peacefully, so I do believe this lady went in asleep. She says, because I went so peacefully. Okay. She went peacefully, bless her. And she's saying, you're doing it. She just said, either you're doing a good job with the funeral or you've done a good job with the funeral. So there's something to do with the funeral. Either you did a good job or you're doing a good job. Okay. And I'm going to leave that with you because I know we've come to time. But please, whoever can take this lady, because I know a few have come up. I'm sorry I can't go into it in more depth because with time, but I would have loved to. But I can reassure you this lady says she's fine with her family on the other side. Okay, thank you, Tony.
No problem. Absolutely fine. Well, thank
she
you
were a little
so
live
much.
wire when she were here, though. She were a little live wire in her younger days, she's saying.
Oh, we did upset somebody. I've got a frowny face.
Oh, have you?
Mum
Where?
was died in her sleep.
Across it shows me all the emojis that people have put up and how many. Right. And there's one
my mum,
little
it
frowny
might be
face.
Catherine. I might have got Catherine's mum here. Please listen, I'm sorry. Catherine, if you can, give me a ring tomorrow, Doc, and I'll see if I can connect again if it was your mum, but I can't promise. Okay. But I've given this lady off, bless her.
You can finish your reading if you want.
Well, she just wanted, she was concerned mainly that they might have not known that where she would have gone, and she wanted to reassure him that yes, she was with. She's gone back to family, if that makes any sense. But I do know, bless her, in a younger day, she would have been a bit of a bit, not a life wire, that's the wrong word, but she liked to have fun and she liked to talk to people and she liked to have a party. Thank you, Tracy, because that's just what I'm getting. Can you understand the clothes, darling? Because she's showing me with it. I don't know if it was pink or something like that, cardigan or a jumper. And I know she had skirts and not trousers because of where she was sat. But that's what she had on the top. She only didn't have a very big face, bless her. And I know that she did have her hair done because her hair's tidy. So I know she would have spent time on her hair. Okay, and she's making reference to this as well. She's just said she would have helped anybody out on the earth plane when she was here. She would have helped anybody. She never judged anybody. Thank you. Never judged anybody. I helped him out. And I don't know why she's there again. She's talking about 2 boys and a girl. So I hope you can She has, Catherine, sweetheart. Your mum's with her family. Don't worry about that. I think it's Tracy, so I'm going to leave it there, Tony, because...
Okay, no problem.
I hope you can understand that. Sorry, Tracy, I've cut it short, darling, but we have gone and... What's this? Tracy Jonas, I apologise for jumping in.
Lisa Scott earlier on.
Yeah, but I do believe full message was for yourself. That's brilliant. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for understanding.
Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. And we've had another lovely evening in the company of Spirit.
Absolutely.
We have the inaugural book club with the Rainbow Project tomorrow afternoon at 2:00. If anybody would like to join in the book club, the first one's just talking about our favourite books. And then we're going to talk about what book we might like to read as a group. And
that might be interesting.
I don't read books, Tony, so...
2:00 tomorrow. If you want the Zoom link, it's on Zoom. Drop me a private message and I'll send you the link through. Then
tomorrow night you've got the dogs.
Tomorrow night I'm doing a charity event with Sarah Stirrup.
For
the dog charity.
Yeah.
£5 a ticket, and it's
She's
over
closed
Zoom.
it though, Tony.
Has she? All right.
Closed
Okay.
it today.
Right. And then Sunday evening, 6:30, we will have our divine service. And then Monday night, we shall be here again. So please join us for whatever you want to. And like Michael said, private message Michael or myself, and we'll send you the Zoom link across to join tomorrow afternoon. Like I said, tomorrow,
Tony?
2:00.
Send it to me because I might jump on that because I love my book.
We just thought it's something different and it's something we can carry on after we're allowed to meet up again. So it'll be fun.
Yeah.
So, no problem. I'll send you the link.
Thank you.
Unless you want 50 Shades of Grey.
No, thank you. I did try and read that.
I didn't read it, Tony. I watched the film instead. It's quicker.
Oh, it was just no.
It was horrible.
Anyway, so those are the events. So, and like we always say, if you feel like you're struggling with anything, drop us a message and we're happy to talk.
We'll help sort you out.
It's good to talk, as the advert used to say.
Absolutely.
Are you agree, Megan? That's why set film were quicker.
I didn't like the film.
I didn't watch it.
I had to watch it.
Anyway, could we close in prayer, please, ladies?
Yes. We'll close in prayer.
Thank you.
We bow our heads. Oh,
you haven't done notices.
He's just done it.
Book club.
Book club.
Divine service and Monday night service.
A Monday night service.
I've just had a mini stroke, remember? My mind's not with it.
We'll let you off, darling. We'll let you off.
I'll let you off this time. Okay.
It's all right. She's just having a senior moment, but she's only a youngster, really. Can we bow our heads, please, friends? Dear Lord, Divine Father, thank you once again for this wonderful service with all our wonderful congregation and all the new people that wanted to join us this evening. We like to give you a laugh and a joke. Could I please ask for healing to go all around the world, Lord? You know where it's needed most. And could I ask for healing for our animal kingdom and for our wonderful Mother Earth also? For all those on beds of sickness, could we please give them healing blankets? And for all those who are homeless a bed for the night, and those that are hungry, hot food in this cold weather. And until we meet again, Lord, may a guardian angel watch with each and every one of these lovely people. Amen.
Amen. Lord, keep us safe this night, secure from all our fears. May angels guard us while we sleep, till morning light appears. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Good night and God bless everybody.
Keep safe.
Good night.
Have a lovely
God bless.
weekend.
Stay safe. See you Sunday.